What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Idiot's Guide. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
And today, my boys and girls, we're talking about Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors.
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Freddy's just around the corner.
So what did you? This was obviously your guys' first time seeing it. I've been kind of hyping up this third one for a bit. What did you guys think about it?
I thought it was a little better than the other ones.
Just a little better?
Yeah, like I think it was on par with the last Friday the 13th, but I didn't think it was anything like special.
I'm not going to listen to any more of this.
I thought it was more or less a bunch of the same stuff. I did like that Larry Fishburne was in it.
Yeah, Larry Fishburne.
I mean, this was better than the first two for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they deserve warriors. Like, were they warriors?
Okay, well, that's just nitpicking, I think. Come on, they're warriors.
Okay.
They got all those powers and shit. They defeated Freddy. Yeah, they're not warriors. Come on.
If they defeat him, there's not part 4.
No, the part 4 is still them. It continues, same characters.
Oh, so they didn't defeat him.
And it's the Dream Masters, I think.
Oh, so they...
Oh.
If I remember correctly, I think it is Dream Masters. It's Dream,
And then
Dream something.
Are they like Dream Kingdomineers? Like in the
Yeah,
one
it just keeps going up. At the very end,
Yeah.
it just turns into a porno, and they're Dream Fuckers.
Dream fuckers.
I thought they might be like Dream Gods or something at the top.
Ah, damn it, that would have been better. They should have went with Dream Gods.
I kind of like dream fuckers.
You could do it.
But all right, do any of you have a Nick question? Because I got 2 Nick questions.
No, I don't have one.
Let's see here. Let me think for a second. Maybe ask yours. Maybe it'll jog my memory because I feel like I did have a question. Oh, I guess I do. I do. And here it is. So at the end, when Nancy's like, all right, we all have to stick together. Why did they all go after him one by one?
Well, according to the Wikipedia, Freddy separated them. But other than that,
legit,
I don't have a real answer for you.
She's preaching, we have to stay together. We have to stay together. And then it's like, it goes like that fucking super bright white screen. And then in comes fucking Patricia Arquette. And then she gets fucking dealt with. And then white screen, here comes fucking No Legs Boy. And then I'm like, I thought they were preaching, we have to stick together. I'm like, and now they're going like, fucking like Karate Kid style,
I think Freddy,
one by one.
I think like she says that, and then Freddy's like, "Not in my house, bitch," and separates them. But yeah, I feel like it's a little counter to add that and then separate him.
Yeah, I just assume he's in charge of their dreams.
He is, yeah. He can do whatever the fuck he wants there. He could probably not die every time if he wanted. I think he likes dying. I think he's kind of like, it's like his kink a little bit.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna take it easy to the end, and then...
Yeah, then one of them stab me. I think he comes. Speaking of coming, though. Did Freddy come when he went to Taryn and gave her drugs?
Let's get high.
And he sticks it in her. You see his face, and he's like...
The Rush.
We were watching it, and I was like, oh, he's coming right now.
Why do they all look like little assholes? Like the little holes?
Yeah, those are...
Yeah,
those little suckers on her arm. And then my other Nick question, if I could pull up my notes here. My other Nick question is, why was everything so breakable in the end battle? It was like they were on a wrestling set. Like, they break a pole, shove it into Freddy. Someone's like, I want a pole too. They go over there, they pull something off. Like, everything in his little world, his little dungeon he built, was like a breakable set. Like, Freddy does wrestling in his off time.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
It's like they're in Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Well, it is a dream world, so I guess it can be whatever it wants to be, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Like how in my dreams, I'm bad. My last Nick question, because I forgot I actually did have another. It's not really about the movie, but if in your guys' dreams, what would be your power in like a Freddy Krueger situation? Like what would you guys bring to the table if we had to fight Freddy?
God, hopefully something better than they brought.
Shit.
Well, you don't want to be like that wizard kid. And then what if Freddy said? Oh wait, he goes.
Sorry, kid. I don't believe in fairy tales.
That's the kid. I didn't realize that in the movie, but he sounds like he's getting fucked in the ass by Freddy.
A little bit. I never heard that.
I don't believe in fairy tales.
He was handy Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when Nancy's dying at the end, it sounds like she's gagging on some balls.
Wow.
Okay, I don't know who's gagging on Hess's balls, but I think they're doing it wrong. But so would you guys have a little power?
I'm trying to think. Like,
I would have the power to summon any other slasher killer to fight Freddy.
but when
I just think
I'd turn into their mommies and bring them there.
I would be like Edward Scissorhands, I think.
Oh, fuck. And then you guys battle? Like, battle of the hand fights?
Yeah.
God, that would take forever.
How lame do you think that would look, watching Hess and Freddy, like, hand sword fight?
Not as bad as the guy fighting the skeleton at the end of this movie.
Yeah, that's my worst kill. That's the part of this movie I hate. I hate the skeleton part. It's just really lame to me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But some of the stuff I like about the movie
That was great.
is like they get into like all the special effects are like, kind of okay, but like special effects are good. The visual effects are okay, but like all like the practical effects they use and all that, like when he pulls up the chick and he's like, "Welcome to prime time, bitch."
Yeah, that was cool.
A lot of that's really good in
Yeah.
this movie.
Yeah, I mean,
that was probably like top of the line in '86, like or
Yeah, I bet.
close to it.
not
I
that
mean,
skeleton.
Yeah, not the skeleton, but
Do you
everything.
remember Terminator came out in '84, so
well, yeah, I guess.
I mean, he wasn't like
I mean,
that was like King
If you
Kong,
think about it,
1933.
You know,
it's
he
legit.
is nothing like me.
35 years ago. That's pretty impressive. I mean,
I wasn't.
don't get me wrong. It was Cornball McGee, but I
Cornball
was just
McGee.
like, wow, yeah, Cornball McGee.
Would you guys like to know the story of Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors?
I definitely do.
Do you think they could beat the Golden State Warriors?
Oh,
Yeah.
100% they could.
Okay.
Fuck those kids, you know what I mean? And by kids, I mean the Golden State Warriors, not the Dream Warriors. Don't get it confused.
Okay.
In 1987, a year after the events of the previous film, and that's all you're going to hear about that movie,
How many funerals were in this movie?
almost every single death there's a funeral.
Yeah, I never would have noticed that, but you brought it up before.
Yeah, it's like never the first death, but then after the second death, then you just got funerals all in your ass. Teenager Kristen Parker dreams she's being chased by a disfigured man wearing a bladed leather glove. Who do you think that could be?
Jason.
Oh, okay. He attacks her in the bathroom after she thought she already woke up, making it look like she slit her wrists in the real world.
That was tricky.
Yeah, he's a tricky little bitch.
This is when she's doing like the paper mache house.
Oh, yeah, just, into the fire. And she's doing her little like, into
Yeah.
the fire.
I didn't think that you used flour to make the base for paper mache.
I have
Is
to-
that like an old school thing?
I'll have to admit, I don't know how to use paper mache.
You know, I've
so-
never even thought about that, but yeah, if I was going to start doing that, I think I would just use like glue and paper and maybe a little water. I would never think to use flour.
Maybe that's what makes it hard.
Yeah, because I mean, I thought it was like glue that you used.
Hey Alexa, what do I need to get to make paper mache?
You first need to learn how to talk.
Here's something I
You
found on
even
the web.
fucking suck a dick.
According to hubpages.com, all you need to make
Elf?
Valentine paper mache crafts are
Valentine?
clean newspapers, papier-mâché paste, masking tape and molds for your project, plus a large table for a workspace.
Okay.
Maybe she didn't
Oh,
have
that's it?
glue, so she was using flour.
Here, I'll try to Google it here. Yeah, see, this says it does say it says flour, wallpaper, powder / paste, or white glue. It's just weird. I'd never seen that before. I'd never seen paper mache made out of flour. I was like, wow, that's a first. I'm like, maybe that's how they used to do it back in the day. I don't know.
I didn't know that people still did that shit. So like,
paper mache. I think we should all make a paper mache Nancy house and see who makes the better one.
I guarantee it won't be me.
Believing Kristen to be suicidal, her mom admits her to Weston Hills Psychiatric Hospital. You know, it's just becoming such a trope now in all these movies. Something happens, they go to a psychiatric hospital. Happened in Chucky, happens in Jason's, happening in this. I believe it happened in a Halloween.
Should have happened here.
And
Even in our
all
house?
they
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
and all they ever want to do is drug them and put them to sleep.
Yeah. At the hospital, Kristen fights against the orderlies who try to sedate her because she is afraid of falling asleep. Wow, what a pussy. The new intern therapist, Nancy Thompson, remember her?
They try to make her look older.
And she still had that one little gray in her hair.
Poltergeist hair.
So what I got from this movie is when she talks about her mom dying. Remember we were like, it's kind of stupid. There's like two endings to the first one.
Yeah.
Well, Wes Craven wrote this one. So they bring up the mom died in her sleep. So I'm just gonna take it as that happened. The movie ended that way, and the ending of Nightmare on Elm Street 1 was just a real nightmare she had or something. Like it was an actual dream, because he brings up that ending in this and doesn't bring up the car ride with all
Right.
them. So I've never really paid attention to that before, but I noticed it this time.
I noticed it, but I didn't really care. Like I was like,
You're doing a podcast called Idiot's Guide to Slashers.
Yeah, and I was
You
like,
should
yeah.
care a little bit. Just an idiot's amount of caring.
I mean, how many different burial grounds has Jason been in?
I believe 3.
So, I mean, come on.
Yeah, but his dad's just moving the body every week. You know, people show up and then they die, so the dad's got to move the body again.
What are
It's
you, a fart head?
Come on, computer, let me click it.
Pay attention next time.
That's not. I just made fun of myself by accident.
You think I'm a fart head?
So Nancy is introduced to the rest of Gordon's patients. Philip, a habitual sleepwalker.
Why is that?
Because I sleepwalk.
Kincaid, a tough kid from the streets who is prone to violence. Geez, why do you think that? Because he's black?
Yeah.
The one
I think
black
he's prone
kid.
to something else.
What are you trying to say he was prone to?
I don't know. Keep moving along.
Jennifer, a hopeful television actress, prone to cigarette burns. Will, who uses a wheelchair because of a prior suicide attempt. Taryn, a recovering drug addict. Joey, the youngest, who is too traumatized to speak.
So his superpower was his voice?
It's like I could yell and it breaks windows and mirrors.
His yelling didn't seem any louder
But didn't his seem? It was so fucked up. Like he let that kid die in the opening because he just couldn't fucking talk. The nurse is like, "Hey, what was his name again? I already forgot."
Joey?
Joey. Yeah, Joey. Everyone's yelling. He's banging all around the doors, getting everybody up and shit. They come running. He can't just talk.
He should have been. Raggy, the roof!
That would be funny. The only times he talks, he sounds like Scooby-Doo.
I mean, I don't know.
It would be funny.
One night, Kristen is attacked in her dreams by Freddy, but she unwittingly pulls Nancy into her dreams. This allows both of them to escape. Did you like that? Did you like I thought her power was kind of neat, that she could just bring people in her dream.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And she's like, hey. Like she used to do that with her father, and then now she can't because he's dead.
Like if I have a dream about bikers, I bring you in.
Oh, you probably would, you asshole. What a
biker boy.
Do you think because it looks like she physically pulls them into the dreams because Nancy fell through the chair and whatnot?
Oh.
So say,
yeah.
Could that be?
I didn't think about that. That doesn't make any sense.
If I had those powers, could I get away with murder? Like, say I pulled you into my dreams, I slit your throat. Do you think it'd really kill you like how Freddy does, or do you think you just wake up?
Well, A, that's not gonna happen. But B,
yeah, I know it's called a hypothetical, you dick fuck.
But like, so if you kill me in this little stupid world and you die in your sleep and you really died, then you would pop back out and be dead that way. So
but I have special powers that I physically bring you into my dreams.
Yeah, but when I'm dead, I physically go out of your dreams.
I guess that's what I didn't quite understand was at the end when she was like, okay, if you die in your dream, this shit's for real. Like, this is very dangerous.
For real.
Like they were falling asleep and going into a dream to meet up with Blondie. So I don't understand why it was any different this time around.
Well, no, it wasn't. I think
before.
she was just reminding them, like, hey, be careful, because Freddy can fucking kill us.
Well, but she legitimately said, like, if you die in this dream, you're going to die in real life.
I'm not going to kid you. This is as dangerous as it gets. If you die in this dream, it's for real.
It's like that in every dream.
I think they were just saying that for the people that don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it confused me.
It's just like, they got to stop bringing that up. Because I think that means this dream is going to kill him.
Because everyone he's killed has been in a dream.
Yeah,
I know, but I just felt that was unnecessary to say if that's all it was.
No, yeah, I agree. I didn't even catch that she said that, but I think it was just for like, hey, if you're not paying attention at this point, if they go in the dream, they die.
She also did ask them if they didn't want to go, they didn't have to.
Right.
Like she wasn't gonna make someone come in and try and fight Freddy.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. So.
You know what I mean?
So Kristen reveals that she has the ability to pull people into her dreams since she was a little girl. Over the next 2 nights, oh my god. I almost said Philip throws Freddy off the roof. Freddy throws Philip off the roof and kills Jennifer by smashing her head into the television. That one with him and like the stuff comes out of his hands and he's walking through like a puppet the whole time.
I don't like
always grossed me and Taylor out when like because that was like the first thing watching a horror movie where you see it where like you almost like feel it, you know?
Yeah. I get that too. Like he's just pulling around by his tendons.
Yeah,
and
it's just like ugh. Well, I did know. I saw in the trivia, so I looked at it when I was getting sounds. Is when he falls off the roof, you could see the little airbag he lands on just slightly in the corner. It's like for 2 seconds.
Ah.
But so I'll put it here in the video. But that surprised me.
Like Animal House.
It reminded me of when I caught the weird big ass light in Child's Play.
Oh yeah.
In their next group session, Nancy reveals to the remaining patients that they are the last of the Elm Street kids, the surviving children of the people who band together and burned Krueger to death many years ago.
Does that mean eventually he's going to stop killing people because they'll all be dead?
No. Then they come up with new reasons. Then, spoilers, Freddy might have a daughter. Oh, spoilers, you might have known Freddy's mom.
Yeah, it's using
this
that.
and this and this, and then it just gets other reasons. But that part did confuse Taylor, and it made it so Taylor assumed, which I never assumed this. Did you guys think like Nancy and all these people were like being touched by Freddy and almost killed, and then that's why the parents got him, or did you just assume a couple of the kids in the neighborhood died, so every parent got together and killed Freddy?
Oh, I didn't think Nancy was abused.
I didn't either. Taylor said she's always assumed that Nancy and them were like being abused by Freddy, and that's why their parents were involved. I just assumed every parents together were like, just got together like, yeah, no, this guy's kind of a dick. Let's kill him.
Well, more than kind of a dick.
Well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was dumbing it down.
Yeah.
But I just assumed that's what it was before. But she always thought that like these kids too, like Freddy touched their peepees and shit, and then that's why the parents killed him.
No,
I mean,
never
it
thought.
makes sense.
It does make sense. I just never ever thought of that.
I never thought that.
Okay, well, that makes me feel a little better. Both Nancy
I
and
always pictured little kids and just like maybe even kids that were born before Nancy.
yeah, like potentially in this. Yeah, I assume too. I assume this
Yeah.
is just when he got caught.
Yeah.
Both Nancy and Neil encouraged them to
Was
try.
he a pedo though? I mean, was he a pedo?
Originally he was, and then they cut it out of the first movie, and
But it comes up
and
again,
then later on they kind of bring it back, and then in the reboot it's full on. No, he's diddling and killing in the reboot.
That's like your double duty, right?
Diddling
Although
and killing.
I do gotta say, every time now, like when he opens up his shirt and he's like, "The souls of the children bring me power." I imagine Hess being like, "Yeah, he fucking kills kids. Cool." I just imagine Hess at home being like, "Yeah, you're better than Freddy, bitch." Or like, let me see. This is Hess at home. If I could pull up the soundboard.
Frightened retard?
Not that one. God damn it! Stop with fucking mouse. Hess is at home doing this
Yeah, fuck you, Jason.
because it doesn't kill kids.
Ah.
I did.
Freddy-
I did lose some respect for him when he didn't kill the kids.
No, I laughed when I was editing that too, and Hess was like, "Yeah, I lost a little respect for Freddy."
Well, I mean, how you
Or for
be like
Jason.
a serial killer, mass murderer, like ultimate bad guy, and you don't kill kids?
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
it is a little lame, especially I feel like in a horror movie, because it's just like when you're in Star Wars, you're gonna see Anakin kill. You want to see him kill kids. Like I want a flashback in the Kenobi show of him just killing people.
Like
That's
it's all
happen.
fake. It's all fake. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's still, if you're gonna make a Billy badass fucking bad boy, then fucking have him kill everything.
We gotta make a
everyone.
horror movie with starring Hess as the bad guy, and he's
Billy
Billy
Bad-
Badass, the bad boy, or whatever he said. That'd be a cool T-shirt.
Straight out of Arkansas.
Yeah. So both
I mean,
Nate.
I would love to just.
Kill kids?
We'll have to.
Is that what you're doing?
We should like create like a 5-minute scene.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Put
like-
you like in tutor
and then-
time?
Like we go to like some random place and you murder like a scene of you murdering me and Nick.
I mean, it would be like
I don't think we're young enough.
chainsaws and like axes and
Yeah.
fucking
X's.
everything.
Turns out he's just making a snuff film. He's like really killing us there and shit. So both Nancy and Neil encourage them to try group hypnosis so they can experience a shared dream and discover their dream powers. In the dream, Joey wanders off instantly. They're like, "Oh, it didn't work." He's like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna go try to fuck that nurse."
Yeah, I mean, duh.
That's the biggest trope. That's the biggest trope.
And,
right
and then he's instantly captured by Freddy, leaving him in a comatose state in the real world. And he instantly follows a girl.
They redid the tongue thing.
Did you like that when she's like,
Kind of.
So fucking
where
dumb.
did they do that from? Who had them in their mouth?
No, remember the last Freddy? He was kissing and
Oh,
the tongue came out.
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, Neil and
It's
Nancy
like
are.
Spider-Man with his tongue.
Oh,
Call him Tongue
he
Man.
kind of is. He's tongue man.
I mean, literally, that's what he basically did with Spider-Man. His arms and legs.
He's flying through the
fucking bed.
streets with tongues coming out. That'd be
And
good.
then what do you think he did when they cut away?
Oh, I think we all know what he did.
Oh, for sure, we know what he did.
Tongued his asshole?
Yeah. That's going on the soundboard. So Neil and Nancy are relieved of duty.
Peyton goes, "What's wrong with you?"
A lot.
So they're both fired. Neil is told by a nun, Sister Mary Helena, that Freddy is the son of a young woman in the hospital staff who was accidentally locked in a room with hundreds of mental patients, who was raped continually, and the only way to stop him is to lay his bones to rest. You know, that part was I didn't like that part because they get more and more into it. You see his mom in flashbacks, and the guy who plays Freddy actually is in one of those scenes too.
All right. Getting raped?
No, they don't show that part, but like
Oh.
basically. Like, they just cut away everything that's gonna happen. But they go, son of 100 maniacs. Like, he kind of gets bullied and shit. Like, oh, they're saying all this stuff. But, like, he's not a son of 100 maniacs. One maniac came in his mom.
No, 100
or
maniacs.
100 maniacs came in his mom, but only one of them's the father.
Correct.
So we need them to go on Maury and see which one's the actual father.
Well, that'd be a good episode.
Yeah, but it isn't, like, they always sing that, but I'm like, that's not true. Not all those guys are your daddy. Just one crazy dude there is. And it's probably the one that looks like Robert Englund, if I had to guess.
Probably.
Although
that girl kind of looks like Robert Englund, too.
So he and Nancy asked Nancy's father, Officer Donald Thompson.
I will say that's one decent thing about this movie. It kind of gave you, like, a little story.
Yeah, this is like a legit sequel to...
But I still disagree with Warriors.
You could suck my cock, okay?
Right.
They talk to him where the bones are hidden, but he is uncooperative. He's like, no, I ain't gonna fucking help you, you stupid little bitch. Nancy rushes back to the hospital when she learns that Kristen has been sedated.
I want to be sedated.
Yeah, that song was playing. She's running over there. Neil stays behind to convince Donald to help them. Nancy and the other... No, Thompson.
Oh.
Nancy and the others engage in a group... Oh, my God.
I thought you said group sex.
Yeah, they have group sex.
That'd
And
been a good
Freddy
movie.
shows up. No, they have a group hypnosis to reunite with Kristen, but are all separated by Freddy.
Oh, Wikipedia says it.
Yeah, but,
Yes.
Taryn and Will are killed by Freddy, while Kristen and Nancy and Kincaid find one another. Yeah, he's just fucking poof, poof, busting through walls. He's like, hey, come on, Kruger! I'll kick your ass!
Yeah, he was a little overconfident, I think.
Yeah, a little bit. The trio rescue Joey, but are unable to defeat Freddy because he has become too powerful due to the souls he has absorbed. Freddy senses that his remains have been found, and here's the horrible part of the movie. He takes possession of his own skeleton and kills Donald before incapacitating Neil.
I thought this was the Better Call Saul / Breaking Bad crossover.
Oh, because then Freddy, when he got into Bones, and he was like, oh, I can actually...
Your wish is my command.
So Freddy returns to attack the others, but Joey uses his dream power voice to send him away. Donald tells Nancy that he is crossing over, but dun dun dun, turns out Donald is Freddy. In disguise, he stabs Nancy and prepares to kill Kristen, but Nancy gets up and stabs Freddy with his own glove. Did you guys fall for that trick when her dad showed up there and you're like, oh, Daddy's saving the day?
I thought it was weird. It's like, why is this guy going to heaven? He just fucking murdered a kid.
And were you also thinking, why the fuck is this dream heaven?
No, because who knows?
Because when she thought that, he was like, baby, I'm crossing over, I'm dead, I'm saying goodbye to you.
I thought she was singing an EPMD song.
You down with OPP?
Oh my God, it's naughty by nature.
That's naughty by nature.
I know, I did it on purpose. So Neil awakens and pushes Kruger's bones in a hole and douses them with holy water before dropping the prayer cross. Seemingly destroying Freddy, Nancy succumbs to her wounds while Kristen holds on to her, promising to dream her into a beautiful dream as Kincaid and Joey sadly look on. At Nancy's funeral, Neil sees Sister Mary Helena again, follows her, losing sight of her, but finds a tombstone that reveals that she was Amanda Kruger, Freddy's mom. Holy shit.
Son of a bitch.
Maybe you didn't see that coming.
Nancy is donezo, right?
Yeah, she's dead. She won't come back until Wes Craven's A New Nightmare.
Yeah. That's the movie about them making a movie.
Yeah. That's the movie where Freddy he's legit real, and he's killing them for making the movie.
Yeah.
Neil goes to sleep, and Nancy's little house is on his little shelf next to his bed, and he's going night-night, and the lights turn on.
Why would you keep that fucking house?
Yeah, I don't know. On Wikipedia, they wrote down that he sleeps inside that little house.
Oh.
I don't think that's what happened.
But I feel like there was like a little romantical thing going on.
With him and Nancy a little bit,
and
it felt like that, but they don't really go anywhere with it because she just dies, and then you never see either one of them again.
I think he had the hots for her.
Like
for sure.
she kind of gets his dick wet a little.
Okay, that's another way to put it.
A little sloppy toppy.
We got some trivia, my little bitches. You ready for some trivia?
I'm ready.
Fuck yeah, dude! I love trivia.
The original premise for this movie involved Freddy invading the real world and haunting the actors and crew members responsible for the Nightmare on Elm Street films. This was rejected by the studio, but Wes Craven later used this to make a new Nightmare.
That's funny. We just talked about it.
Yeah, no, I thought it was funny that we brought it up. But
that is funny?
I'm glad that it didn't happen here because I really like A New Nightmare. But it would have been interesting to see what it would have been like if they made it here. Because it would have just been like the people from Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 2, or maybe even just the first one.
Johnny Depp's like making Platoon. And
yeah, because I know he was. I don't think he's in, or he makes a slight cameo in A New Nightmare, but supposed to be in it more.
Oh, really? He's in it?
Like they get like everybody, even the dad's back, everybody from the first one's back in it. So I wonder if A New Nightmare would have just been the same thing, or if it would have been different. But
I feel like that's a little quick to just start fucking coming up with that premise.
well, because he hated that they made 2, so I think that was his way of being like, let's just
I can see that.
change it a little bit. I think that's why he came
2
back.
did suck,
That's why he
so-
came back for 3, because he was like, you guys are fucking horrible. This is the film debut of Patricia Arquette.
Patricia.
I thought it was her, but I wasn't really paying. I mean, I don't know. And I was like, is that Patricia Arquette?
It's like the first that you see fucking Larry Fishburne, but you don't see Patricia Arquette on the
I
screen.
knew there was Larry Fishburne.
Yeah, he looks like
Which is
just
funny.
like himself.
I was thinking about it, and I'm like, how the fuck did he take that role? Like, he turned down Pulp Fiction, but he's taking fucking...
Yeah, he's.
I mean, I know Pulp
Larry
Fiction
is a smart guy.
was 8 years, 9 years later, but I'm like, what
Just
the
wait
fuck?
till this guy becomes a cable guy.
Oh, my God.
In the original, the Freddy snake, you know, the one that pops up and starts eating her,
That was phallic.
unintentionally came out looking too phallic. So the crew had only an hour to film the scene, so they didn't have enough time to paint it. So they had to pour that green goo all over it to make it not look pink. Because it was just it was just a giant pink Freddy dick that came out and started eating them in that scene, and they're like, "What? We can't put this in the movie." So,
Freddy dick, Freddy dick, Freddy dick.
you know, while they were making that, they're like the guys there, they're sculpting it and shit. They're like, this kind of looks like a dick.
Yeah.
Do you think Wes knows this? This one I found interesting, especially because you pointed out. You remember the dancer in which one was it? Nightmare or Friday the 13th at New Beginning? The girl in a room doing this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Her mom is the mom in this movie, Kristen's mom, her real life mother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did she get the role because of her last name?
I doesn't say that far in the trivia. But I thought that was pretty interesting that we have the mom of a girl in a movie we just watched like 2 weeks ago on here.
Is that considered a crossover?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
And then lastly, I put when Phillips jumps to his death, you see the airbag, but I already told you that.
Mm.
And that's my trivia, boys and girls.
Yay.
You're such a fuck ass.
Trivia.
Best kill, worst kill. I put Philip on the roof just because it's always grossed me out with him fucking coming out of his hands and it's just kind of terrifying and he just gets slipped and then he falls to his death, you know?
Yeah.
And my worst death is a dad fighting the skeleton. Because it looks horrible. It's a quick, stupid death. And then the only good part about that comes is you get the dad goes to the dream heaven and stabs Nancy. That's the only good thing that comes out of the skeleton.
Listen to what you just said.
Yeah, sounds like a good movie to me.
My best was TV Girl.
Oh, I love that one here. If I can get the soundboard up, I'll give you a good little drop.
That's my best.
Bitch. And my worst was Handy Harry Potter.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad too. When he's like, when he makes him come.
Well, and besides,
I don't believe in fairy tales.
I never heard that part. But
oh, Freddy, pull it out of my ass, Freddy.
he like does all that green shit and fucks Freddy up, and then Freddy just kills him like in 2 seconds. That's like, oh yeah, you're a hell of a wizard.
Yeah, he was pretty useless in this,
Oh,
which made me
Willow.
wonder if anybody else's power. Like, that's why it just seems like Freddy has a kink to die, because they're all doing shit, but then that kid does like, "Be gone, demon," and then it seems like it works, and Freddy's like, "No, this is fucking stupid. I'm just gonna kill you."
My best kill was the TV for sure.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Yeah, and then the worst kill to me was Nancy because I mean he literally just like stabbed her in the stomach with this thing.
It was, other than the twist of it being her dad, it was a little lackluster.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I feel like it was quite
and also
quite lackluster.
You know what's I just thought of a pretty big gripe with this movie.
Your favorite Freddy
the
movie?
whole first movie, she was like, "Oh, you just don't think about him. You just whatever. He doesn't show up." Why don't you just tell all the kids to be like, "Hey, yo, Freddy, fuck off, bro."
Yeah, he's powerful because of our fear.
Yeah, why don't they just?
I was wondering too, like what happened with that? Apparently, he evolved and that didn't work anymore.
Yeah, he
so
got too many souls in his body. His dick got too big, and they're like, "We can't control this guy." And then the big green thing comes up.
I heard they made like a 2-hour movie with none of them being scared, and it just didn't do well.
Oh, like because Freddy kept popping up, and it almost turned into a comedy. He's like, "I'm gonna get you, bitch," and they're like,
"Whatever."
I'm watching TV, Freddy. Fuck off. I also saw, I don't remember exactly. I didn't copy the trivia. I read this a long time ago. Supposedly, the lady that was on the TV there. Did you guys recognize her?
Yeah, it was
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Yeah,
the guy who
Dick Cavett.
The guy who hosted the show did this whole scene because he wanted to see her get murdered by Freddy. So that's why, because he said he'd never have her as a real guest, and he did it on here so it was fake, and he could see her get killed.
He interviewed Groucho Marx. He was like a big fan of Groucho Marx.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They should have had Groucho Marx on here. Him and Freddy could have done the little thingy.
Believe that's Harpo, fucker.
But anybody can do it. Biggest trope, I put having to destroy Freddy's bones to kill Freddy. I thought that was just stupid. You know, that's like a big thing in horror movies where they're like, oh, we have to find the bones. If we destroy the bones, and they're okay.
It's kind of like Glass Friday the 13th. Oh, I know how to get rid of them. Oh, wait, never mind. This is how you get rid of them.
Let's put them in the lake.
Yeah. My biggest trope was not killing Neil. Like
because he knocked Neil out and killed the dad.
And then half buried him.
Yeah. You never half bury somebody.
I watched 2 movies in a row where people got buried halfway. Last 2 movies I watched.
What was the other movie?
Lighthouse.
Oh, gotcha. Titty count and non-white people count. We got 1 titty. It's when Joey got captured. 3 non-white people. We got the nurse. We got Larry Fishburne, and we got Kincaid.
They actually had roles.
Yeah, this is still the only really movie they give them.
Yeah.
Give anybody that's not white a role.
Remember
last time I put extra 3 titties on Friday the 13th?
Titties or non-white people?
One or the other. I don't remember.
Unbelievable.
I don't remember either.
Whatever. I think it was titties. I'm pretty sure I put 3 extra titties.
So Nightmare on Elm Street only had 2 titties.
Yeah.
In 3 movies.
And there's not much. I don't think there'll be any more titties.
Ever?
As far as I can remember, I don't think there's any more titties.
I can't see non-white people doing mics.
There's like fucking titties galore.
Oh, there's 11 non-white people to 15, but I don't know which is which. But we've only watched Halloween's 4 and 4, but we've only watched 2 movies, 3 movies.
Yeah, but it's even. We've only watched 3 Nightmare on Elm Streets also.
Oh, so they got more titties.
Yeah.
That's why Hess likes Halloween more. More titties.
Gotta love.
And that's why we like Nightmare on Elm Street, because we get more penises. Jamie Lee Curtis Award. It could either be Patricia Arquette or Larry Fishburne, but I think Larry deserves it. Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, he's a better actor.
Well, that's debatable. I think they should both play the same role, and we'll see who's the better actor.
Okay, so she's gonna be Ice Cube's father in Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm cool with that.
And I think he'll win.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. And lastly, the question we ask Hess every week: how big's your dick?
4 inches.
No, actually, it's could they have used double tap?
Freddie could have.
Yeah, he could have.
Freddie could have on Neil. If Freddie would have double tapped Neil, he would have fucking killed all these kids and had so many more souls in his body. Also, would have saved him some time because, you know, he has to deal with these kids in the next movie, and then some of them cross over to the next movie after that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
If I could pull up the soundboard, I could tell you guys what the next one is. Okay, right here. You're ready to watch?
Friday the 13th, Part 7. The New Blood.
Jesus
Part
Christ.
7?
Part 7, baby.
Whose fucking dumb idea was to watch these movies in this order?
Probably some prick with a huge cock.
Wow. I thought you were going to say hat.
No. To put a tear in your eye.
There's a tear.
I had a hard on this morning.
Beer.
Well, if you guys have nothing else to say, we could wrap up this pod and start kissing each other if you'd like.
Well, I mean, you can. You guys can. You are physically in the same room.
You don't want to kiss over Zoom?
God, I'm horny.
Every time I hear that guy, I just feel like he had like a, what is it, a deviated septum. Like he just sounds so fucking nasally. It's not.
God, I'm horny.
That's how he sounds. McFly. Jesus.
Well, all right, ladies and gentle dudes. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below if you think Nick should get a lot of Dream Warriors merch and start dressing up as a Dream Warriors in every podcast we do from now on because he loves them so much.
I can wear a Steph Curry jersey.
You should, you know, you've been doing fantasy football and sports betting and shit like that. Your fucking team should be called the Dream Warriors.
Jesus fucking Christ.
If this video gets, let's say, at least like 50 views, let's.
If it gets 50 views,
I'll
change the name of my team to Dream Warriors.
People, come on, please. Let's do this.
Hey, also, shout out to the old people on Spotify listening.
Yeah, we got a couple of old farts listening to this podcast.
Jesus
Thanks,
Christ.
old farts.
That's the way to get people to listen.
Hey, if they've been listening, they know who we are. They know how we talk, baby.
You know, it's probably Meemaw and like all of her friends.
Yeah. They instead of having they have a book club about our podcast. They get together and they're like, I didn't like when Trump called me an old fart.
Every time I go to Meemaw's house, she's on Spotify.
Really?
No.
Oh, God damn it.
She doesn't even have an app.
He think I'm a fart head.
That's how we get the old people. They like jokes like that.
Good for them.
All right. Peace out, Girl Scouts.